This is the trailer of the movie The Devil Wears Prada. In this movie, there are many different economic topics that are illustrated.
Hello? Where are my eggs? Hello? Lingerie. Boogie boards.
A million girls would kill for this job.
I thought, take a chance. Hire the smart fat girl.
She hates me, Nigel. There's a way that you can help me.
No.
Please, I'm desperate.
I know. It's tragic.
Will that fit me?
Little Crisco and some fishing line, and we're in business.
I'm still the same person. Better clothes.
I like the old clothes.
Andy, you look so chic. You look so thin. Do I? Just one stomach flew away from my goal weight. Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm so sorry. My personal life is hanging by a thread.
That's what happens when you start doing well at work. Let me know when your whole life goes up in smoke. It means it's time for a promotion.
Do you know why I hired you? I see a great deal of myself in you. People think that success just happens to you. It doesn't. You want this life? The decision's yours. I need to get home tonight.
No one is flying out because of the weather.
Please. It's just, I don't know, drizzling.
This next scene, services and consumer sovereignty, are illustrated when Miranda describes a chain of services that the fashion industry has provided for different consumer bases. This shows how far spread the decision-making in the fashion industry affect those who unknowingly benefit from the industry services. When Miranda chose between the two belts, she was making a decision based on the consumer preferences, which was a clear example of how consumer sovereignty worked in this movie as well as in the fashion industry.
Well, you know me. Give me a full ballerina skirt and a hint of salon, and I'm on board.
But do you think it's too much like...
Like Le Croix from July? I thought that, but no, not with the right accessories. It should work.
Where are the belts for this stuff? Why is no one ready?
Here. It's a tough call. They're so different.
Something funny?
No, nothing's, it's just that both those belts look exactly the same to me. I'm still learning about this stuff and,
This stuff? Oh, okay. I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select out another lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back. But what you don't know is that that sweater is not just blue, it's not turquoise, it's not lapis, it's actually cerulean. And you're also blithely unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of cerulean gowns, and then I think it was Yves Saint Laurent, wasn't it, who showed cerulean military jackets? I think we need a jacket here. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers. And then it filtered down through the department stores and then trickled on down into some tragic casual corner where you no doubt fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs. And it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry when in fact you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room. From a pile of...
Illustrated throughout this clip, Andy runs errands for both Miranda's needs and wants. Miranda's wants were things such as coffee, boogie boards for her children, and lunch. Her needs were specific materials from brand names that Miranda needed for a fashion line, or phone calls needed for an article for Runway magazine. Running these errands for Miranda is all under Andy's job description as Miranda's assistant. So Andy was doing the labor needed to collect her income. This represents circular flow. Andy is the household and Runway is the firm. Andy receives a paycheck from Runway, and in exchange, Runway receives Andy's labor. When Miranda asks Andy to get scarves and skirts from Calvin Klein, Andy represents the firm, and Calvin Klein represents the household. Calvin Klein gets money from Andy, and in exchange, Andy gets the skirts and scarves.
I need 10 or 15 skirts from Calvin Klein.
Okay, what kind of skirts do you...
Please bore someone else with your question.
Oh, good morning, Miranda.
Get me Isaac. I don't see my breakfast here. Are my eggs here? Where are my eggs?
Excuse me!
Pick up the Polaroids from the lingerie shoot. Have the brakes checked on my car. Where's that piece of paper I had in my hand yesterday morning? Girls need new surfboards or boogie boards or something for spring break. Pick up my shoes from Blahnik and then go get Patricia.
Go girl! Go girl! Go girl!
Get me
me that little table that I like at that store on Madison. Get us a reservation for dinner tonight at that place. Get me ice. Reviews my thank you notes delivered today. Where is everyone? Why is no one?
Human capital is illustrated in this next scene. Miranda uses her collective skills and knowledge about fashion to make decisions based on the likes and dislikes of the consumer basis. These intangible assets of individuals like Miranda can be used to create economic value, which makes Miranda an intangible asset to the company.
Good morning, Miranda.
Miranda insists upon seeing all the designers' collections before they show them.
Great to see you.
And she tells them what she thinks?
In her way.
This season really began for me with a meditation on the intersection between East and West.
There's a scale. 1 nod is good, 2 nods is very good. There's only been one actual smile on record, and that was Tom Ford in 2001.
An Obi belt.
If she doesn't like it, she shakes her head. Then, of course, there's the pursing of the lips.
Which means?
In conclusion, we would like to remind you that the movie The Devil Wears Prada covers many different economic topics. In the last few clips that we showed, we focused on the economic factors such as services, consumer sovereignty, labor, wants, needs, and lastly, human capital. Through this project, we have realized that you can find different economic topics in virtually any aspect of life.